All right, so welcome to this video. My name is Tutor Solutions from Discrete Learning Institute, and today we'll be looking at quiz 2 questions, and this is introduction to probability. So if you are watching this video, then you are lucky because you are going to enjoy the video and actually understand all the concept here with my beautiful explanations. Okay, so you can see this quiz only has 4 questions and we are going to solve all of them step by step. So to begin our discussions, let's first of all look at question 2. So the question here says, the mean number of bacteria per milliliter of liquid is known to be 4. So the mean is 4. Assuming that the number of bacteria follows a Poisson distribution, okay, find the probability that in a 1 milliliter liquid, there will be no bacteria, 4 bacteria, less than 3 bacteria. Okay, so here we've been told the distribution is Poisson, so it makes the question even simpler, right? So what you can say is that let X be the number of bacteria in 1 milliliter. Okay, let X be the number of bacteria in 1 milliliter. And then we've been told that it follows a Poisson distribution. So meaning X follows a Poisson distribution with lambda. And I know that lambda here simply means the what? The mean. But the mean we've been told it's 4. So lambda is simply equals to what? To 4. Okay, and then the other thing that you have to remember here is the PMF, okay, the probability mass function for the Poisson distribution. So actually, when you go on my YouTube channel there, you can search Poisson distribution, and then at the end, you just put Tutor solution. There is a full lesson on what the Poisson distribution is and how to answer questions about it. Okay, so you can check out that video. So the PMF here, the probability mass function for a Poisson, it's simply equals to, okay, to be equals to E to the power minus lambda, and then lambda to the power X divided by X factorial. And then this X takes on the values, okay? The X takes on the values 0, 1, 2, until forever like that. Okay, depending on where you are ending. So the X value can take the values 0, 1, 2, and just like that. Okay, so now going back to the question, part A here says, find the probability, okay, that in 1 milliliter of liquid, there will be no bacteria. So no bacteria, it means this my X here, which is the number of bacteria, will just be what? Just be 0, because there's no bacteria. So on A, we are simply finding the probability that X is equals to what? To 0. So this will just be equals to, and then we substitute in that PMF that we have here. Remember, the lambda is 4. So it will be E to the power minus 4, and then 4 to the power X. So this is the X here. So it will be power 0 divided by 0 factorial. So this will just be equals to 4 to the power 0 is 1. 1 multiplied by this, I'll just get the same thing. And then 0 factorial, we know that 0 factorial is equals to what? 1. If you don't know it, you can just punch on your calculator. So this is divided by 1, and I'm just going to get E to the power minus 4. Okay, so now if you don't have a calculator, just leave it there. But if you have a calculator, you can actually find the value of this. So let me go on my calculator and do E, open brackets, minus 4, close bracket, and then equals. So this gives me 0.018315638. Okay, so you can round it off to 4 decimal places, 0.0183. So that is the probability that there will be no bacteria. Okay, so any questions there, guys? Any questions there? Okay, so I hope
It's clear for me.
you're following. So the answer here we can write 0.0183. Okay, we are done with that. Let's look at B. So part B says find the probability that there will be 4 bacteria. So meaning X is equals to 4. Okay, so this will be probability that X is equals to 4. I'm following this guy to be equals to E to the power minus 4. Okay, and then to be 4 to the power what? To the power 4 divided by 4 factorial. Okay, so what is 4 to the power 4? So you can check on your calculator that you get 256 and then E to the power minus 4 divided by 4 factorial. It will give you 24. Okay, and then this now you just punch on your calculator. So 256 multiplied by E to the power minus 4 and then divided by 4. To 4 decimal places, I'm getting 0.1954. Okay, so make sure you counter check with your own calculator as well. But you should get an answer which is very close to whatever I'm writing here. Okay, so we are done with that. Let's look at part 3. So part 3 says find the probability that it will be less than 3 bacteria. So meaning X is less than 3. Okay, that's the probability we are finding. So probability that X is less than 3, it simply means we are adding the probability that X is equals to 0 plus the probability that X is equals to 1 plus the probability that X is equals to 2. Okay, we don't have to include 3 there because here they said less than 3 and we are dealing with the discrete random variable here. Okay, so meaning it has to be less than that. So no wonder we're ending at 2. And then for each of these, we are going to use this formula here. So for the first one, it will just be E to the power minus 4, 4 to the power 0 over 0 factorial, plus here it will be E to the power minus 4, 4 to the power 1 over 1 factorial, plus E to the power minus 4, 4 to the power 2 over 2 factorial. Okay, so we can see that what is common here is E to the power 4 minus 4, E to the power minus 4. So we can actually factorize it. And then what do I remain with here? 4 to the power 0, it's 1 divided by 0 factorial. So this is 1 plus, see? Here it's 4 to the power 1, 4 divided by 1 factorial. 1 factorial is also 1. So 4 divided by 1, I get a 4. Plus, here I have 4 to the power 2. That would be 16 divided by 2 factorial, which is just 2. So that will give me 8. Okay, so what I have now will just be 1 plus 4 plus 8. Okay, that will give me 13. So 13 multiplied by this. So I have 13 e to the power minus 4. So this here will just be equals to, okay, so that one now will need a calculator to find it. So counter check on your calculators, and then let me punch it here. Okay, so 13 e to the power minus 4. Okay, so approximately to 4 decimal places. Okay, it is 0.2381. Okay, so that's the probability that I find here. The probability that the bacteria will be less than 3. It is 0.2381. Okay, so any questions there?
A question, sir.
Yes, you can ask.
Uh, I don't know, but like there is no question, but I don't know if you can show us how to show that maybe the mean is equal to the round under Poisson. I think I've been struggling on how to do those questions.
I think there's already a video. I'll share it in the group after the class. So that's a different question from what we are doing here. So like you
All right.
show that the mean is equals to the lambda, right? Yeah, so there's already a video. I'll share it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's even there on YouTube. I'll share it. Okay, but we also go through over it when we start looking at the tutorial sheet. I think those questions are in the tutorial sheet, right? Okay, so that was question number 2. We move to question number 3. So this is an interesting question here. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to access the full video solutions for that paper, you can find them at discretelearning.com. All right, so I'm Tutor Poul Solutions, as I said earlier, from Discrete Learning Institute. And Discrete Learning Institute offers supplementary lessons for a number of courses. Okay, so those courses include linear algebra. You can see here there is financial mathematics, introduction to statistics, introduction to probability, introduction to real analysis, and analytical geometry and calculus. Okay, so if you're having challenges with any of these courses, you are free to subscribe with our website and you're going to find help materials on our website. And in each of the courses that you can see here, when you subscribe with Discrete Learning Institute, you're going to access solutions to quizzes and tests. You're going to access solutions to tutorial sheets. Okay, you're going to access solutions to final exam past papers. You access solutions to assignments. Okay, and also we are going to provide topic lessons, concept lessons, and the like. We'll also allow you to consult from us. So meaning that if you are watching some of our videos, okay, on YouTube or on the website and you don't understand anything, you can simply direct inbox us. Okay, you can DM us and we'll be able to help you just get a clear picture of whatever concept that you are trying to get. Okay, so these are the services that we offer and we are available to help you if you have any challenges in any of them. Okay, so let me show you the website. Okay, for those who have never seen the website, I can show you the website here. So you just open Chrome and then type in discrete learning .com and then you go to the website. Okay, so you just wait for it to load and ta-da, you are inside the website. So this is our website here. This is how it looks like. But if you're a first-time user, it's going to actually ask you to create an account for yourself. So you just put in the normal details, your name, your email, you set your password, and then when you log in, you will see something like this. Okay, so we offer a range of courses. So if you know anyone who is in first year, we do offer first year courses. Anyone who's doing a medical program, pharmacy, biomed, nursing, we also have lessons on that. And then we have lessons on second year mathematical courses, third year mathematical courses, and soon fourth year mathematical courses. So it all depends on whatever lessons you are looking for. So you can see on top here, we have these filters to help you just navigate through the website. So if you're in second year, just come and click here. Second year math courses. So we click second year math courses, and you are going to see that it's going to take us to where the courses are. So these are the second year math courses that we currently have, and more will be added to the website. So you can see there's linear algebra, intro to real analysis, analytical geometry and calculus. Some call it Math 2100, Introduction to Probability and Statistics, Financial Mathematics, Stats and Probability for economic students. Okay, so you can subscribe for any of these courses and we'll be able to help you, okay, prepare for your assessments and for your final exam. So for example, if I open this course here, so you'll see that I'll find exam papers, I'll find tutorial sheets, I'll find some topic lessons, and all the help materials that we have uploaded there to just ease um, your academic pressure. Okay, so don't delay. Just head over to discretelearning.com and subscribe for any course of your choice to access helpful materials as you are preparing for your assessments, for your exams, for your tests, and for your quizzes. Okay, so if you want to subscribe, you can actually just check the description in the video below. Okay, it's going to show you a link to our website, a link to a video that helps you create an account if you don't know, and a link to a video that will tell you how to actually subscribe for this course and enjoy the materials that we have. Okay, but if you want to contact me, please do. My number is 0779 96 40 and then 10. So that is Tutor Poul Solutions. You'll be able to reach me when you inbox or call that number. All right, so thank you so much for watching. This has been Tutor Poul Solutions. Until next time, always there for you.